You, you just tell me. You just tell me, and I'm here.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. But before we do that, I was watching something on YouTube before we did our show here. So one of the things, it was a show about Kenny Lattimore and Faith Jenkins. You know Judge Faith Jenkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she was talking about, huh?
Divorce court.
Right. Yeah, right. So in the clip I was watching, they talked about how she had written down 50 things that she was looking for before she met this guy, because she had several bad relationships. So when they got together, he checked off just about all of them except one, that he was not over 6 feet because he's 5'11". But it made me think about something that I did when I was working. Now I see that there's 6 people in the chat. So if you can identify with the story I'm about to tell, put a 1 in the chat. The story was, I remember when I was up, there was this job I went to this training. Okay. And this is something I'm going to tie back into relationships. I went to this training. Hey, Jenny. And during the training, they had us write down our goal for ourselves. Okay. To write a goal for ourselves. And then we put it in an envelope and we gave it to the instructor. And she said that she was going to mail it to us in 6 months. Well, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about what I had written. But when the letter came back 6 months later and I opened it up, I had written down that I was going to be promoted to a GS-14. I was going to do this, I was going to do that, and I was going to do these things. So I wrote it down and really forgotten about it, but I pursued the things. I pursued that promotion that I had written down. And I said, by this time, within 6 months, I'm going to be this position. I'm going to be this position. And when the letter came back and it was mailed to my office and I opened it, I'm like, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. So for that stated, how many of us, when we are looking for relationships, do we write down what we plan to do? How we plan to look for
That's a
it?
good thing because we always mention the Bible and stuff, but we skip certain things to life that are key, such as write it down and make it plain upon tables. The thing that I'll kind of had this conversation with you too. I feel like we set standards and we don't have goals. We have the relationship standpoint of what we want, but we don't write it down. We usually have a vision board and things when it comes to finances or where you want to be in your life, career wise and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really put those same things when it comes to friendships or personal relationships. And
Mm-hmm.
but I wonder, because girls do have lists, so maybe they are writing it down, but they're writing it down from the standpoint of what they want to attract, but not necessarily where they are and how they can complete these tasks to attract that. You kind of get what I'm saying? Because what is that lady on Dr. Phil? She had a long CVS receipt list.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
Everything. So they're writing it down, but I don't know. What do you think it is? Because if you when you write down stuff with your job, you know that, okay, I have to produce these type of skill sets. I have to do these type of things to put myself in that position.
Right.
It's not really the same when you write down, okay, I want this man. He just got to come to me. And you sit it down and you pray over it. I don't
No,
think that's what he means.
no, not at all. And interestingly enough, it really, I'm coming right back. Had to turn my light on. Interestingly enough, that really hit me because I'm like, wow, I wrote it down. And at the time I wrote it down and went back to my office after the training, because that training was out of town, I started pursuing the things, actively pursuing the things that I had written down. So when I was looking at the video today and Faith Jenkins talking about what she had written down, I think one of the things that for those of you out there who want relationships and or marriage, not only write, I think I would submit to you, write down on one side what you're looking for, but on the other side, write down what you would offer.
That's a good one. Ooh.
What you would offer. Because yeah, my mom used to say, everybody got to pee. She said half of the world has a pee, but now more than half of the world has a pee. So what makes you, apart from that, different?
Maybe it's the way you lay it on them.
That only lasts for so long, And shout out to my nephew Truth in here, because I shared with him, and this is for free, ladies. I want y'all to think about it. Romance can carry you a long way that your pussy can't.
Yeah, but romance without finance.
Let's not go there, because finance is what you build together, not just one person.
That's true.
If you have somebody working toward the same goals.
Yeah. That's what I mean without finance.
Yes, working toward the same goals.
Romance with no vision.
Well, I went out of town to visit my mom, right? And so when I got back, hello. When I got back, I left to go see my mom, but I knew while I was gone, my husband was going to be home and he was going to miss me, right? Because when he came home, I wouldn't be here. So not only did I have him a fridge full of food that he could eat while I was gone, okay, but I shared this with Truth that I have this brass, no, it's not brass, it's silver fortune cookie. It's about this big. And you can put notes in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I written in a little note to my honey and put it inside the fortune cookie and left it on his pillow. So when he got home, he would see that his wife was thinking about him.
See, that's game. See, I was just talking about on my channel. Sometimes you got to still have game. Oh,
thank you.
Yes. Sometimes you still got to have game. Even in a relationship. Do you know when I was saying this, they was like, oh, no, you don't want nobody running game on you. That's game. Because everybody don't get that. But you knew, okay, when he see this, it's going to make him feel like this. And when I get home, in the anticipation, because it's just like those people in long distance relationship, they get the live chat popping, they wear the little stuff. It's the anticipation of while you're gone. When I get back, to just stay on their mind. I think a lot of the times when we do talk about goals in a relationship, it just stops after you get the relationship. Like once you get married, there's no goal set. Like people just feel like that I won and then I should just be comfortable. And that's it.
Well, Truth said that's not game, it's love consideration. But it's only game if you use your powers for bad. But it is, if you use your powers for evil, it's considered game. But what it is, okay. It's strategy.
It's game.
But it's okay, it's game, but I'm using my powers for good, right?
Because if you was like, TT, you the main one to be like, okay, let me give y'all some game. That's what it is. Now you know, if I give you this game, it's up to you to either finesse it or make it work for you. But it's still
you can choose to use your powers for good or evil.